Hi everybody, welcome back. My name's Alison, the online piano and the online violin tutor. Today is a very long awaited and super exciting video because I'm going to be taking you through a tutorial of Game of Thrones. So I've actually done a music video of this, and if you want to see that, that will be coming up in a link here. If you're on a mobile device and you can't get annotations, there'll be a link to it directly underneath. But it's a particularly good music video and I'm really pleased with it, and I think you guys will like it. So go and watch that performance video because it's really cool. And in the meantime, if you want to know where to get this music, I've done a simplified version for you. There'll be a link in the description bar directly underneath this video. It's free as always, so download, print that out, grab your copy, and let's get going. Okay, so as I said before, this is a simplified version that I've kind of arranged myself. I've put on there, you've got a little bit of an intro, a verse, and what I kind of broke down as the chorus. This isn't strictly the structure of the actual film, but it's completely up to you how many times through you want to play each part and everything, which is why I've divided it into intro, verse and chorus. So if you want to play the intro a couple of times, you know where that starts and finishes. If you want to play the verse again after the chorus, you know where that starts and finishes and all that kind of thing. Or if you want to just play it all the way through again, it's completely up to you. So let me take you through a little bit of the intro. Okay, so the first thing is that you've got an open A and an open D, that's great. Then you've got a second finger for F. Now for the first 1, 2, 3, 4 bars, your second finger, this is important, your second finger is going to be close to the first finger. For the next 4 bars, for the F sharp, because you can see there's now a sharp, your second finger is going to be close to your third finger. And that's really important, otherwise, you know, the sound of it won't change. If you want to use 4th fingers for the A instead of an open A, that would be better because it's gonna avoid some string crossings. If I was probably doing this myself in a recording, I would probably use the 4th finger, but I use the 2 open A, or the open A and the open D, just for demonstration purposes. So if I used 4, so I'll give you a close-up of that. Back, stretch. So that's the difference. So that's the first part. Then you go to the verse. So again, your second fingers are all going to be back, apart from those 4 second fingers where you have the sharp in front of it, from bars 4 to 8, everything else is going to be back. And again, if you want to use 4th fingers instead of open strings, that's entirely up to you, but of course open strings do make it easy. When you get to bar 13, you've got an E, which is tied for 4 dotted minims, or 4 dotted half notes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 beats. That's quite a long time. If you want to break that down into kind of 6 and 6, and that's up to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you can break that down into 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The only thing I wouldn't do is play 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, because then it'll sound, because it should be one continuous note. With the notes before it, you can help prepare the bow and make sure that you're either at the point of the bow or at the heel of the bow to make sure that you can try and get all of those beats. But just play around with it and just see if you can try and hold the bow or make the bow go as slowly as possible without losing sound. So you don't want to be going, nobody wants to hear that. So the key is to try and keep it slow enough while still keeping a clear, consistent sound. So you might want to have some flat bow at that point. But it's just a combination of how much weight you're putting on the bow to how fast the arm is going, and that's just down to practice. So you've got quite a few tied notes, so each time you come across those tied notes, it's going to be exactly the same. I'll take you through a little bit of the chorus, which is probably the best bit really, isn't it? So the second fingers are still back, and don't forget you've got a first finger back as well. It does say in the music as well, I've put a note there, so those first fingers are going to be back from the chorus, back against the ridge, quite far back. Another back second finger on the G string. Up to you if you want to do an open A or a fourth finger, but can you see I'm at the point of the bow? So that means I've got enough bow. And that's pretty much it. I think those notes are pretty self-explanatory. Going to the end of it, you've got so that's just like that little harp bit that goes at the end. So again, the second fingers are back, and it's up to you if you want to do a fourth finger for that D. And keep it all on the G string. That's entirely up to you. Or to kind of simulate the harp, you could go, you know, completely up to you. So there we go, and I really hope you enjoyed the Game of Thrones tutorial, and can't wait for season 5 to start. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.